Welcome back to the Tetris Attack versus Speedrun Tournament 2026, provided to you by the League of Puzzle Speedrunners. Cards of Hearts and the Beef in 314 back with you to bring you two of the remaining matches in round one of our winners bracket. It is the 10 seed WizardPerson taking on the 15th seed Poultryman, and on the bottom it is 11 versus 14 Kynayo and ilikebeingsmart. Beef, and how much are you looking forward to seeing these two matches play out?
I would love to see, in the top match, I'd love to see how Poultryman stacks up against WizardPerson, a former world champion of Pokemon Puzzle League, top third place finisher in last year's Tetris Attack World Championship. You know, that's going to be a really good skill check to see, you know, where Poultryman is in their development. And any match against top level runners is always really, really great. And then on the bottom, it's kind of a grudge match between Kynayo and ilikebeingsmart. You know, I know they've had dealings in the past, I believe, across both of the games that we have tournaments for. So I'm looking forward to a really, really exciting match on the bottom as well.
Yeah, both Kynayo and ilikebeingsmart actually have fairly close personal bests to each other from what I recall. We are starting on the hard level for this game one, and like just in the hard level, Kynayo and ilikebeingsmart are actually tied with a 718 personal best. So if we're going to get that kind of close to each other, we're going to be in for even more good times, as we've already seen just in today's performances. So we are down to get a couple more good matches here, and those races are about to begin. It is WizardPerson versus Poultryman on the top, and Kynayo and ilikebeingsmart on the bottom. Game one is underway. And as these players get started with trying to beat these 12 stages, let's introduce these players a little bit. On the top, you've already seen the 15 seed Poultryman if you have been watching today. Poultryman was just off of getting through a very tough matchup against Voodoo. Definitely worth going back and checking out on YouTube if you missed that earlier. Poultryman joining our tournaments for the first time, joining us by playing in the Gargantua Blargan Lunchfish Opens to qualify for this tournament. And his opponent, the 10 seed WizardPerson, doesn't need much of an introduction in our community. WizardPerson, a Pokemon Puzzle League champion in our community, winning the 2020 tournament and having a bit of resurgence in 2025, making the top 3 of our Tetris Attack bracket. So much for WizardPerson being a PPL specialist, as we have branded him over the years. Definitely making quick work of these early opponents so far. Nice 12-second Poochie from WizardPerson. If he's going to rattle off times like that, he's going to be very hard to beat in these levels. WizardPerson played in the Lakitu, Bubty, and Raphael Opens to qualify for this tournament. On the bottom, the 11th seed on the left is Kynayo, playing in our Bumpty, Poochie, and Wiggler Opens to qualify for this tournament. Joined our tournaments in 2022 and has been a bit of a mainstay in our Tetris Attack tournaments ever since. Also getting in on the Pokemon Puzzle League fun as well. It's nice to be able to get that crossover between games, I will continue to contend that this is a much easier game to get into rather than Pokemon Puzzle League. So, by all means, I would recommend using this game as an entry point to getting involved with our tournaments. Now, on the right is Kynayo's opponent, ilikebeingsmart, one of the OGs in our community. This year played in our Wiggler and Lunchfish Open tournaments to qualify. She calls herself the Silver Bracket Hostess in our Discord server. When we have silver brackets, ilikebeingsmart tends to do very well in those. She was a runner-up in our 2021 consolation bracket, won our 2023 silver bracket, and has managed to do as well as the top 6 in our tournaments before, particularly in 2018. ilikebeingsmart was there from the beginning of our community when we were doing daily Pokemon Puzzle League S-Hard races. That was certainly a different time, but she definitely has a few chops left in her, and we might see her get into the strategy of things more than anyone else in our field. Beefin, what have you been able to see from these players so far?
WizardPerson is definitely throwing them combos down, getting really, really quick stages. Poultryman's always right behind them. We're not going to talk about what happened the beginning of Poultryman's run. Don't worry about that. But continuing to send, consistent chains as well. Meanwhile, Kynayo is, pulling out to a 1-stage lead on the bottom. Again, I saw a frame perfect lag chain with like an 8 combo inside it. That was really sweet. Yeah, and ilikebeingsmart, of course, the queen of the woods herself, also always putting, great runs together, being consistent, showing a propensity to, go after more combos now, and she's really stepped up her combo game in the last couple of tournaments. Very, very well done for both players. So we'll see how all of that fares out in this first run, as Kynayo is going to take the overall race lead against everyone.
You could definitely see on WizardPerson's face every time he goes through our tournaments. The webcam tends to be very animated with his expressions about how the game is playing at the moment, and he also will joke that this is like the worst game in the series compared to Pokemon Puzzle League. I guess he is a PPL specialist after all. But it is the players on the left into the Cave of Wickedness section of the run first. WizardPerson is through first. Kynayo is right there, left side, looking to be on track to take home the first races of the match, especially with ilikebeingsmart, who we'll also refer to as Nicole throughout the broadcast, getting her garbage cleared a little bit more by Hookbill, getting some time wasted there. Kynayo finding a 4-chain onto his Naval Piranha Plant. Will the combos be enough? Not quite, 2 lines short onto this Piranha Plant. More time is going to be wasted there, but Naval Piranha Plant not going to put himself in a position to respond to the incoming garbage, so not much more time was wasted there. Meanwhile, Smart finding a 5-chain get onto this plant. Just needs to get this garbage down and still does not quite have enough. So she'll keep following along, spamming some 5 and 6 combos, and we'll deal with Piranha Plant in short order. WizardPerson is done with Kamek at 16 seconds, so WizardPerson is first into the final stage, a full stage ahead of Poultryman. You're gonna have to fill me in later as to what happened at the start of Poultryman's run.
Yeah.
But this is WizardPerson's race to lose right now. Four chain. Another 4 combo at the end. Looking for an 8 combo. Bowser is going to get a chain off of this garbage, but may not have time for much more.
Ruh-roh.
Still got a 4 chain off. Oh, the 6 combo from the garbage.
That's not good.
That's going to waste a little bit of time, but not enough. WizardPerson is done with a 759. Not particularly pleased with his effort there, but it is enough for star number 1. And Kynayo, 15 seconds into his Bowser stage, and gets the combo spam topped off in time. 4:21. Kynayo is officially clocking in 8 minutes 20 seconds, enough to take the lead on the bottom. Poultryman finally finishes off Bowser. Takes home a time of 8 minutes 37 seconds. Meanwhile, ilikebeingsmart putting the finishing touches on her hard run. Bowser really giving her the business.
Basically conched himself there. Ugh.
So ilikebeingsmart will have to settle for 9-11. She'll have to wonder what went wrong in that run, as we head now for Game 2. Poultryman and ilikebeingsmart will have to collaborate and make their choice between easy, normal, and V-hard for Game 2. And away we go with Game 2. We are running it down to the normal level. Back to more or less everyone's speed here. I mean, WizardPerson playing Pokemon Puzzle League for a long time. ilikebeingsmart playing Pokemon Puzzle League for a long time. I think this is the comfortable speed that I think a lot of players in our community who grew up with these games started playing. I don't know, Beefin. You're not super attached to Pokemon Puzzle League, but how do you feel about this speed?
I like this speed well enough. I like that I can get to a whole bunch more things in this particular difficulty. I just like the way it plays. I just like the way it feels. I don't think the other, everyone besides Smart likes how it feels, having 20-second plus stages, but, it's enjoyable. I like it.
And so far, we seem to have a bit of it's pretty close on the bottom. A little bit of an early lead for Kynayo, it seems, but not quite enough on to his Bumpty. Not quite enough on Smart's Bumpty either. Ooh, Poultryman gets hit with a garbage clear. That's more time going to waste. WizardPerson not liking how his stages are playing out, but he is in the lead so far. We'll see if we get any bit of a meltdown later. We'll just be on the lookout for Wiz's hat and see if it's going to stay on, because there's no guarantee that it does. Okay, got Kynayo building up to a 6 chain. ilikebeingsmart lagging to a 7 chain at the end. Pretty flourish of a finish from those two on the bottom. They're staying relatively close, like about 4 seconds apart, I would say. And Poultryman doing his darnest to keep up with Wiz, who like WizardPerson's a reference to what's the word I want to give to it, a dramatic parody reading, more or less, of the first Harry Potter book. That there's
really? That's cool.
Yeah, there's a I think there's a like an audio, there might be like an audio book, or I forget what it's called, but if you go to the Games Done Quick events with the WizardPerson, he'll host watch-alongs of the audio book. I believe it's called Wizard People Dear Reader. And there's some comedian that does a bit of a read along. I think it's more closely aligned with the first movie than the first book. I think it's like a fan dub of the first book. Of the first movie. It's a pretty silly stuff. So that's where WizardPerson gets his name. But he really is kind of a wizard with the panels. Like you kind of have to be a bit of a wizard in order to win one of our events. And WizardPerson winning our Pokemon Puzzle League event in 2020 definitely showed off his talents at that time, and that's leading him to a bit of an early edge here. Meanwhile, it is Kynayo with the early edge on the bottom, and Smart is needing another follow-up attack on to Blarg. These little combos are not gonna cut it. That follow-up will be enough to win in 30 seconds. Oh, Kynayo needing a little bit more. Okay, I don't know what Lunchfishes thinks he's doing.
Jeez, fish.
That was a bit of a waste. Smart going up to a 5 chain. Plenty of combos there. Pretty solid 7+ lines of attack there.
Ooh,
Kynayo,
very pretty lag chain from Kynayo there.
Yeah, Kynayo making a fun little 4 combo, but looked like he did want to make the 6 chain in the process of that. I will say that 4 combo is probably my favorite 4 combo to make. There may or may not be a section in my upcoming tutorial series on how to play these games on doing that 4 combo specifically.
Preview of coming attractions.
Maybe. Maybe. I've been working on that thing for years. I'm hoping I'll be done with it this year. But that's a story for another time. WizardPerson is now up to the penultimate stage of the normal level. Has a fairly sizable lead over Poultryman, looking to take care of business and put a stranglehold on the top match. Kynayo is also entering the penultimate stage, and Smart is gonna rise up slowly to the top, and that will be the end of Hookbill. Okay, that 6 combo from Kynayo at the end was interesting.
Yeah, really good combo formations, also in the chain, but you know, Plant got an immediate clear there. Unfortunate there. Yeah, WizardPerson's on the final stage.
WizardPerson has a full stage lead. Kynayo has a 20+ second lead. Oh, these later stages tend to demand more than the usual 6 to 7 line affair that normal mode normally demands. A bit of trolling happening at the end here. Kamek does know how to make a few basic chains, but will not have time for anything else there. WizardPerson will be cementing control over the top match as well as Kynayo. WizardPerson with 707, Kynayo with a 711. Now I want a Slurpee. In any case, it is game 2 to WizardPerson and game 2 to Kynayo.
You're talking about 7-Eleven. I mean, 7-Elevens in Japan are like out of control. Oh man, now I'm wanting
So I hear.
an egg salad sandwich that they've got up there. Best egg salad sandwich in the world. Not close.
So I hear. Alright, Poultryman is finished at an 8:06 officially. Ilikebeingsmart clocks in with an 8:11. So those races did not get particularly close, and things are running away from. These matches are running away from Poultryman and Ilikebeingsmart now. But there is one more chance for redemption. It's game 3 between Easy or V Hard. And we'll figure out what level of these two will choose and bring it to you in just a matter of moments. Timers are counting down once again on racetime.gg, where we track all of our tournament race results. Will it be for the final time today, as Poultryman and Ilikebeingsmart are up against it to stay alive in the winner's bracket, and they have agreed to play on the hardest level. We call it V-Hard. These players might be calling it Pain by the time we are done. So here we go. And like the gravity is enough to deal with as is, beefing, but these opponents are certainly moving fast enough to waste our players' times quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure. As you're seeing over on WizardPerson's side, I think that's a second garbage clear. Just garbage clears are gonna just pop up all the entire time. But I think Kynayo was the only one that had a decent stage there. 16 seconds. Really good for them to get out and as fast as they were able.
Kynayo starting with a 4 chain. Well timed onto Bumpty. That will be a 15. Oh, Smart needs a few more lines. And Bumpty has time to get to the garbage and waste a bit more time. But it will only be a time waste. Even with that chain, Bumpty will have no time to get to anything else. And Kynayo is really handling this V-Hard as well as anyone right now. Okay. Okay.
There we go.
No idea. No idea, according to his face, how he got to that, but we take 11s. We absolutely take 11s. Like Kynayo, the chains aren't building up that fast, but the comboing in the chains has been absolutely masterful by Kynayo so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't take that away from them, that's for sure.
Unfortunately for Poultryman, got prone to a bit of an early-ish top out on the Poochie. Gotta replay that stage. Put him further behind the 8-ball. Against a titan of our community, such as WizardPerson. And even, I think WizardPerson would say that he's not having a super fun time right now with all the garbage clears these opponents are getting. Like, he's winning the races, but you can tell that he wants the game to play a certain way, and it's not playing that well for him at all right now.
Yeah, it's not wanting to. I mean, but that's what V-Hard is, really. Just doesn't care what you think, doesn't care who you are. It's just going to keep doing its thing. Kynayo experiencing another garbage clear. Chain off the garbage as well. I hope there's... Oh, there's going to be the greens here. Oh, this is gonna be
Really?
brutal.
That's gonna buy a fair amount of time, but this is versus level 6, so the combos and chains aren't going to give that much extra time. These foes will certainly not live forever. Not like in Pokemon Puzzle League. Not like level 4. The gravity of these falling panels is usually one of the hardest things to get used to in playing this higher speed. But Kynayo is really blazing through this right now, getting through the first half in under 4 minutes. What a show so far.
Go, Kynayo. Let's go. Keep it up. Ah, WizardPerson gets row 3 garbage clear. Screaming to the sky in English. As he likes to say, ooh, second tier doesn't get there. I love this 6 chain that Kynayo is sending. Kynayo understands that Fish goes extremely low all the time. Just needs to make sure that Fish is going to get topped off here, and is. Okay. 26 seconds. Kynayo continuing to maintain the overall race lead.
Yeah, Nicole's not having a terrible time of it, except for maybe a couple of instances, but Kynayo has just been playing on a different level today. Kynayo might be one to look out for in the coming rounds. 15 seconds on the Raphael, even having a stage lead over WizardPerson heading into the Cave of Wickedness. This is quite the impressive play we're seeing from our 11 seed so far.
As they say in the $100,000 pyramid, for $10,000, here we go. Pull this one out. Let's go. God, these combo formations are just incredibly solid today from Kynayo. Probably could have cut that off a little bit earlier with the amount of combo garbage that they sent over, but he wants to make sure that they're topped off. Look, an 8 combo. This might be good here for Kynayo. Oh, don't do that.
That'll be fine. Yeah, it sure seems like Kynayo's chaining better than I've ever seen him in competition, and really the building of the chains has been something I've seen as a bit of a weak point in his higher level game. But when he's on with his chaining, he is definitely someone fierce to deal with. Okay, Smart is done with Hookbill at 28 seconds, but has a long way to go in order to catch up. Poultryman is done with Raphael and will be entering the Cave of Wickedness at around 6:34. But WizardPerson already working on the Hookbill, and Hookbill gave him a little bit of the business there. So Wiz has a few more of those stages. That can be an opportunity for Poultryman to bring this back. I do like Poultryman starting with an 8 combo and a 6 combo here. Just going up the chain. Maybe the chain's a bit excessive, but you just do what you need to.
Yeah, I can't say that, you can't sit here and say that they haven't done, haven't sent enough garbage. That's the name of the game here.
Right, Kynayo.
Kynayo just needs to let this go.
Follow up 5 chain on this Kamek. That's gonna buy Kamek a little extra time with the down stacking of the gigantic garbage block. Wow, another chain opportunity there. And don't look now. I Like Being Smart is on to her Kamek stage. This could be an opportunity for her to bring this race back. Second tier cleared. Kamek's out of position though. Smart is first out of Kamek.
Here we go. Oh, chain off the garbage for Kynayo.
Oh boy. The cave giveth and the cave taketh away. Right now, the cave is taking away Kynayo's stranglehold on this match. ilikebeingsmart first into Bowser. On the top, WizardPerson is following close behind. WizardPerson with a chance to slam the door on this match right now. Poultryman just finishes off Piranha Plant. Mark gets a decent chain on the Bowser.
Yeah,
Bowser down stacking.
Bowser.
That will give Bowser a little opportunity to start a chain.
The greens are going to align here. Yeah, Bowser's going to start down stacking again.
Bowser
7 combo there, dialed
giving
up.
Kynayo the business too. Kynayo 2 lines short on his opener. Bowser's close. And there it is. ilikebeingsmart is the first to finish V-Hard. And she really cannot believe it herself. 9:09 is the official time. And WizardPerson is right there with a 9:23 to close the doors on the top match. Let's give a send off to Poultryman as we will see him in the losers bracket. Kynayo will finish with a 9:44. So 3 sub-10s in this V-Hard run. That sub-10 is definitely not an easy time to pull off in a race, Beef.
Oh, it's very hard, as the category would suggest. I love Poultryman just, you know, teeing off on Bowser, just sending him the business, but Bowser is like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna counterattack and send an 11 chain. Because because why not? Bowser doesn't have much here. But that jiggle is going to be really bad. And, you know, we talked earlier, you know, in the show, we've talked a lot about the chain size. And it's like, hey, at least, you know, at least you're topping the opponent off. Well, the downside to that is the enormous screen shake. While the screen is shaking, you can't die, which is not good because, you know, especially in the cave, that'll, you know, while that screen's shaking, it's allowing Bowser to actually make swaps and potentially make more matches. Oh no!
Poultryman ran out of time, ran out of panels. Gonna have to give this another try.
Love it. Finish the run out.
Yes, yeah. Might as well. We're here. Let's just go ahead and close it out and live to fight another day in the losers brackets. Unfortunately for Poultryman, just a gritty effort just to even get this far. Even playing back-to-back matches. Poultryman's played in 8 races today. I wonder if it's starting to show.
5 games set.
Okay, Bowser. Okay,
oh,
Bowser.
No. Oh, the mystery is the mystery coming? Nope.
X13.
This is the biggest cheeseburger.
The biggest garbage block you can possibly make in this game, and Bowser managed to make it. Unbelievable. This is absolutely the worst that Bowser can do. And that's also amongst the worst that Bowser can do. So Poultryman will finish with a 12:46. And with that, we will say goodbye to Poultryman for now, as WizardPerson, with his 923, will take home Game 3 and the win. So we will see WizardPerson in the next round. We'll review the implications for the bracket after the conclusion of the bottom match, but well done from WizardPerson, well done from Poultryman. Even get to this point, we'll see where Poultryman falls in the losers bracket a little later on. But with a 909, ilikebeingsmart remains alive. So let's get her that first star. Let's transition over like this. And let's give the easy run a go for game 4. And again, this is a must-win for ilikebeingsmart. The winner of this match will be playing Yukisaka in the next round. So that is what is at stake for these players. And if Smart wants to keep playing in the winners bracket, she's going to have to continue this comeback with probably her least desired level in the entire mode. And with Kynayo getting off to a 14-second start, you could kind of see why. Oh man, man, I haven't looked at Kynayo's gameplay that closely, Beef. Is there anything in particular about Kynayo's style that seems to lend themselves to such good easy times?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen that today in these matches, I've seen them go for way more 8s and 9s. This is like, this easy run, this is back-to-back 9 combo starts. So I think they're just getting their pattern recognition better, and it's really working out.
I think in general, the players who are better at finding combos are the ones that tend to get the better times. I mean, like just the world record holder in this level, Yoshi, absolute master of finding combos in the chains. I'm second on that board. I think a lot of people have talked about my ability to find combos, and Beefin', you're no slouch yourself. So that makes up our top 3 in the easy level. Meanwhile, these two are pretty close. We're about 3 seconds apart, or maybe closer to 5 seconds, as we head towards the midway point of this 10-stage run. It's 10 stages versus level 2. I think the versus level 2 is generally why people don't care for this level, but certainly good practice for trying to get creative with finding combos. If you can build 2 lines of garbage at once instead of 1, you're generally going to be better off.
Shouts to Poultryman for the raid. Thank you. Thank you to everyone coming over, watching Poultryman's show. Hard fought battle today. Was able to get a tournament win, but was unable to defeat WizardPerson. But hey, WizardPerson's pretty damn good at this game. So congratulations to a hard-fought match. 2 matches today. And yeah, Kynayo, continuing to pile on that garbage. 19 seconds. Smart's also got the garbage down. Give me about 23? Yeah, 23. But, Smart's going to have to get some better stages, and Kynayo's going to have to get some worse ones.
Well, that is
color
probably
conflict does not have anything left.
Definitely not the
Kynayo
way
can work with.
Kynayo would have wanted to start that. You will bring it back with a 5 chain. Gonna need one more line though. And that's gonna get hit. Yeah, it's gonna hit them with the garbage clear. And a combo chain off the garbage.
Brutal.
And that is the break that Smart needed to take the lead right back. Oh, those swings are absolutely brutal. On level 2, the transformation time of the panels is ridiculous. That is by far the biggest time waster you will get in this level. Wonder if that might have
Both are struggling here with fish, unable
Yeah.
to send the initial 7-line send. Smart does, counter attack really, really well, and both players are going to get 21s here, but Smart's going to maintain that lead as we've got 3 stages to go.
Looks like it's the lead is a little bit closer than it appears. Smart's timer is 4 seconds into the future, so the lead for her is probably not more than 3 seconds. So anything could still happen when we get to the end here. Another garbage clear from Kynayo. If Raphael had enough time to get to that second tier, there definitely would have been some screaming and some tilting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It is Smart first into the Cave of Wickedness. We'll only see 2 stages in this cave. So time is running out for Kynayo to shut down Smart's comeback right here. Oh, that garbage clear could waste a great deal of time. And Kynayo gets hit with a garbage clear of his own. Not quite able to make up a big difference. And another chain link off the garbage.
Ugh.
That might actually prove to be the difference in this race. Oh, that could prove to spell the end of Kynayo's easy attempt. Smart has a bit of an edge. Actually, it might be closer to still like 3 or 4 seconds heading into the finale. I do like that
really
chain send
here. Just needs to let it go.
Oh, is that enough? It should be. Yes, it's barely there. And I like being Smart. Continues her comeback with a 6:55. Kynayo is right there at 7 minutes flat.
Another game 5.
Are we serious right now? The game 5s are going ham in this tournament, and we're about to embark on another one. And by virtue of winning the first 2 games, the power is in Kynayo's hands. Which level will he pick for game 5? Find out on YouTube right after this. By Joe, Kynayo has done it. He is voted for maximum chaos. We are playing V-Hard to decide who will move on to the next round. Yes, this is our 4th match out of 5 this weekend, going to game 5. It is hard to believe we have already made it to this point, but we are finally down to 1 match to rule them all, and I don't think that chain was exactly what Kynayo wanted, but it was almost what Kynayo needed there. Unfortunately, both players run into some garbage clears, so some time is going to get wasted here. That's a 24 for Kynayo, 26 for ilikebeingsmart. And just remember the timers on racetime.gg, where we track our tournament race results, will be the final arbiter. Times on screen will not be fully accurate, and so far they are not fully in sync. So don't mind the timer difference too much. All right, Smart dodges a garbage clear. 17 seconds. She's going to get an initial edge, but it is still very, very early. This is just a 3-second difference so far. A lot of time left for things to change, Beef.
Yeah, a lot of this run to go. You know, as we saw, you know, in game 3, you know, Kynayo was on a really blistering pace, but you know, the cave decided to say no talking. So anything can happen in V Hard, and I think that's why, you know, Kynayo went for that. And also the speed difference.
The large garbage is giving Poochie time to downstack and get into this garbage clear. Oh man. The large garbage blocks, if you need them to top off your opponent, that's one thing. But once you get past X4 in the chain sizes, those garbage blocks get a bit difficult to get, a bit unwieldy. They add the maximum shake time when they fall. So that's something you have to be mindful of. Oh, Smart kind of being put under pressure by Wiggler. She's gonna lose all that ground she built up in just one go. Kynayo takes the lead back by about 5 seconds as our players have finished the first third of this run.
Love the 9 combo there start from Kynayo. Sends 4 lines really quickly, but it's gonna get cleared on about as fast as well.
Oh, is this gonna be there? All right, that's a 15 for Kynayo, and ilikebeingsmart runs out of time. Oh, she's gonna have to redo the stage, and you have to wonder if that's going to alter her psyche a bit. She definitely has plenty of time to come back, but this is far from the ideal circumstances she'd want to be in right now.
Yeah, absolutely. But you guys just gotta hunker down. You gotta just not let that happen. You know, just put it out of your mind. It's over. You just need to keep playing the game that you need to play. Oh, Froggy gets clear right there. There's gonna be a lag chain from Froggy. Oh my goodness.
Can we not, please?
The blues are right there. I guess that's why they call them the blues. Oh, this is a pretty aggressive clearing pattern here from Froggy. Come on, man.
Sheesh. Not the time to be kicking people while they're down. Not what Smart needs to have happen right now. But yeah, at some point, the short-term memory has to put these events behind, and you just gotta keep playing your game. And we've seen Kynayo's game today fall a bit short in the cave section, so there is room for Smart to make this comeback, and Lungefish is giving Kynayo a little bit of the business here. A chain off the garbage. 53 seconds. Oof. Kynayo cannot have too many more of those and expect to keep the pace. Okay, I see a little bit of a lag chain there from Smart, although things got a bit too busy for her to keep up with. We'll follow up with a nice 4 chain. This follow-up chain has kept much of her garbage from falling and wasting a lot of transformation time, so she can get out of this a bit sooner. And if she had made a bigger chain at the beginning.
Raven over on Kynayo's side is starting a really aggressive clearing pattern. Hopefully Kynayo has sent enough garbage to make sure that Raven's the top off. No, one line short. This is Smart's chance to catch up here.
Will Raven get up to the top? No. So, Kynayo will be first into the Cave of Wickedness at around 6:16. Not quite the time you'd be hoping to have here. Certainly a far cry from what happened in Game 3. Smart, meanwhile, still falling a few lines short herself.
Chain off the garbage incoming here, so yeah, Smart's gonna need to send at least probably 3 or 4 additional lines here.
No, Raven, what are we doing?
Oh my god. Raven's probably gonna go to second tier now. Yep, goes up to second tier, probably gonna double clear this. Yep.
Smart needs to think about survival here. She is pinned under Raphael's garbage. Oh, fortunately she sent enough.
Was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Also, fortunately for her, Kynayo is just now getting out of Hookbill. Now that both players are into the Cave of Wickedness, these opponents will be able to make some chains. And the chaining might be Smart's saving grace here. Oh, two color conflicts. It's not starting this chain off exactly how Kynayo wants it, but the recovery is pretty good. 7 chain,
that's
probably
fine. Shake on Kynayo's side. Immediate clear here. But it doesn't look like Plant's gonna have any chains here.
Okay, Kynayo's done at 20 seconds. Smart was 1 line shy of getting rid of Hookbill, so she needs this follow-up to go down. And will Hookbill waste time trying to get to the top? He will. So Smart is trying to maintain some sort of 1-stage deficit. Okay, there's some... These lag chains in Kynayo are low-key fire. Can appreciate this. Hammock is going off for a little bit of a chain and a little bit of an extra chain. How many panels?
Coming. Yeah, Kynayo's 1 line short here. 8 combo will be really nice to send.
Oh, has Smart sent enough to this plant? He is vulnerable. No! 2 lines away. Kynayo is first into the final stage. The final Bowser. The final boss.
Chain out the garbage there for Smart's plant.
Every little sequence can set these opponents off on the making a chain. Not quite a 3 chain there. A little bit of down stacking to be had there. And not quite enough for the plant there. Will Bowser be able to survive this down stack sequence? Oh, Kynayo's 1 line short. Kynayo needs a re-raise to worry about survival, and here goes Bowser.
Yeah, Bowser's
way out of position, though.
Bottom.
And there it is. Kynayo is done. Final time, 9 minutes, 47 seconds. And Kynayo survives.
Jeez.
Whew. What a run of luck. Kynayo survives the maximum chaos and will advance to the next round. And what a gritty effort from Nicole, getting games 3 and 4 off to get to this point. think she played pretty well today.
She did. Kept her composure even during this, even through what happened, Can't beat yourself up too badly about this. Especially because Bowser's going to start down stacking here. If the combos are here, yep. Looks like Bowser's going through a little bit of the... Got some screen jiggle right here. This might be good here. Yep.
And there it is.
What a good Bowser.
Well done. That will officially be an 11-13 for our 14th seed. And the well-fought effort is going to fall just a little bit short, as Kynayo will be taking home star number 3 and the win.
Yeah, another great match. Another great match. Nothing but high-level puzzle action. Very well done to everybody.
Alright, it is time then to make these results official. Look at that. One match was a pretty smooth sailing, all things considered, for one player. And for the other player, it was anything but. WizardPerson wins 3-0 and will advance to play Tetris Attacker in the next round. And Kynayo, by a score of 3-2, will also advance to play Yuki Saka in the next round. Whew! That was quite the display we just saw from these two beefing. Just more hallmarks of a wild weekend that we've had here at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, isn't it?
I'm out of breath. My Arnold Palmers, I'm out of them now because I've been drinking so many of them, because doing so much commentary for so many different games. And yeah, fantastic. Great job from everyone.
Alright, we're going to get this bracket updated in just a little bit, and then we will take a look at what these matches mean for our implications. So this should be updated here. And in Winners Round 2, we will see Tetris Attacker take on WizardPerson. We'll try to have that one for you next Sunday. Although I'm not gonna go too much into how much of a scheduling problem next weekend will be, but we'll try to fit in what we can. So yeah. After 2 rounds of play, we've got one match to play. Yoshi against Azul Blitz. We'll get that one in next week, as well as our losers round 0 matches, which will be Razorflame and ilikebeingsmart, and Fudu against Deagle. And then round 2 of the winners bracket will be held, hopefully in its entirety, next week. We'll have GameWorks459 take on the winner of Yoshi and Azul Blitz, 6 taking on Galloping Conch, Tetris Attacker taking on WizardPerson, and Yuki Saka against Kynayo. Lots and lots of spicy matchups to be had there, but after all that beef, kind of need to breathe a little bit. What's your final takeaway from this weekend's action?
What a hell of a week 1. Y'all are coming out here, y'all are, busting up these panels. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful weekend. This was about as wild as it could get, and I'm very glad to be here for this weekend. You all will be in capable hands for next weekend. I will be, starting my quest for the One Ring in Chicago. So someone will be with cards on the 1s and 2s, but I'll be here, hopefully watching as much as I can. And really excited for week 2. Looking forward to it.
We're certainly looking forward to an extra special week of play. If this weekend was something to go by, we're just gonna be here for Maximum Chaos. This is just gonna be the tournament of Maximum Chaos, and the scheduling nightmare that is about to unfold. It's gonna be one of the greatest problems to have. So keep it up, players. That's gonna do it for us for this weekend, for today, for most of the early rounds of this grand competition. For the Beefin 314 and everyone at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, happy puzzling.
Peace.